Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our anniversary show. Right, let me put my mouse on one side and wait for everybody to come across from Katya. I know she has the cutest kitten on her desk right now, and it is fast asleep. It's not interested in saying hello. So, be that as it may, I'm just waiting for everybody to come across from Katya, who's done the most gorgeous gold shiny egg. And I nearly did an Easter egg today, being Easter weekend, but I did a giant one and put the video up. I did it on Tuesday. Well, I did it last weekend and then put it on Tuesday. So I'm just trying to see if I can see comments. Why can't I see comments? Ah, there they are. David, Karen, Agnieszka, hello, hello, hello. Right, so I know that everybody who I can see in the chat already know that this is part of our anniversary hop. Can you believe we've been doing this for a year? Well, most of us have been locked down for most of that time. And we started this hop idea. I think actually it started as a hop, just a normal YouTube hop. And then everybody loved it so much and we went into lockdown and everybody said, can we have some more? So here we are a year later and we have been doing it on and off. It started at the beginning every weekend. Then, of course, it got a bit much for those of us behind the scenes. So we cut it down to every second weekend. And now we are organized anarchy and we hop when we can. So because it is our anniversary weekend, we have prizes to give away. And I have got this 8x8 paper pad, sticker sheet, Lady Vagabond. I am including in my prize that I'm giving away the 3 stencils, as well as this chipboard set. Hi Peggy, hi Lala V, hi Olga. Take your seat, we'll start soon. And then I'm giving these 2 pieces of paper because I'm giving 2 because I can fold it here and fit it in the A4 envelope and you can use both sides. So that is what is in my prize pack. And to be eligible for this, you don't comment in the chat where everybody's chatting now. Hello, Anne, Lisa, Michelle, Penny. You need to chat in the chat, not the chat, in the comment section. And you need to state where you're from and then use the hashtag Together We Are Stronger. So that is it's all written for you in the description box below this video. So hi Katerina, hi Jana. So this will be flying to someone via post. And all the prizes, whoever has won, we will have them up by Friday because we're giving everybody a chance to watch all the videos, post in the comments afterwards, and yeah. So hi Moika, hi Peggy, and I see Yana. Together we are stronger, hashtag, yes. And where you come from. So we need that. Hi Gabby, we need that. So I have decided I am doing my journal page. And I've already got a few pages, so when I test new stencils, I test them in here. And so this is the beginning of a page. And I've got this stencil, which I blotted on here. And here is a page that I have done. But we're going to do the first page in my book. And I'm just wondering if it's a bit bright. If I have my other camera on, I am too close and you can't see my whole page. But if I have this camera on, you can see my whole desk. So Anja is after me, so she's here, but she's trying to prep. No worries, Anja. We're just so pleased you could join us today. I am, of course, going to use some Lady Vagabond, but Stamperia have just come out with this new range by Sarah Alcabendes, and you can see I've already used pieces out of here. It had the Atelier des Arts, and I cut some other things out of these pieces. So I'm using these scraps, and I've also decided I'm going to be using this rice paper. Paulina is talking about Easter white. Yes, she got white eggs from Liebe in Berlin. Yes, that's an amazing shop that is here in Berlin. And the other thing that I am going to be playing with today, which is a new toy for me, from Stamperia. I have lots of these from other brands, but this is a water pen. It's a brush pen, so you fill the handle with water and then you squeeze it as you go, and the water comes out of here. So I want just this section, and this is how I like to work with rice paper. You can absolutely cut it with a pair of scissors, but then you have a very, very definite edge. And when you draw with the water, you can then tear the fibers apart, and it gives you a much softer edge. So it gives you some control over the torn look. Because if you try and do this without the water, rice paper has quite big pieces of fiber in, and then like here where I've hit this really thick piece, if you were just tearing this, you might struggle more so. And I need to get in between this easel and this basket. There we go. Olga's going to be the thumbs up police. Yes, I've been the thumbs up police in a few ones up till here. Olga went a Maine Coon so badly. Yeah. Oh, my mother has been watching this Maine Coon that lives somewhere here in Berlin. It live streams every day. The Maine Coon's name is Louis, and his human, as they call themselves, the human takes Louis, and he loves it, on her kayak down the river Spree, and they go and collect rubbish out of the rivers. So she's got some nets and things, and she scoops it out while Louis watches on, or sometimes if she gets close enough to the bank, he will hop off onto the bank and run along the bank while his human goes down the river. And she records this, and my mother and I are quite addicted to watching what Louis gets up to every day, and it's usually an early morning video or a late afternoon video. You did thumbs up last night already. Karen, that's hysterical. I'm not sure where these cats are from, but they are gorgeous. They are huge. Right, so my plan is to have the easel on this side, the arts title at the top, and this on that side. So that is my plan. And then I'm going to fill it in with other stuff in between. And somewhere, you know, when you're so organized, I have already cut out Lady Vagabond sitting on her box, and I want Lady Vagabond painting at the easel. So I'm going to kind of see, I'm doing this live for the first time ever on camera. I'm going to see if I can change the way her hands are so she can reach the easel. This is the grand plan. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, I need a nice soft brush, and I need my mixed media glue, and I am going to glue my rice paper onto the page. So here goes. I am actually just going to put the glue straight onto the page, and I'm just being careful not to go. I'm just lifting my paper up so that it doesn't, so that I don't glue the next page, because I don't want to glue my pages together. That would be a bit of a disaster. And then give a generous coat of glue all over here. And no, don't curl paper, that's just rude. Maybe I should have put the glue on the rice paper. The rice paper is so thin that sometimes you land up gluing it to your desk. And that's not what we want either. But I'm going to be putting, flip, and it is so warm in my studio that this glue is dry already. It's a good thing and a bad thing that this stuff dries so quickly. In this case, so much for putting tons of glue down, because I need to glue it again. But that's not a problem. Sue just finished making a miniature paintbrushes. Do you want a couple? Yes, sure, Sue. Throw them through the screen. I'll catch them and put them on. Perfect. I so badly wish we could do that. Olga and I joke about it all the time. I need this Harry Potter in real life, you know? For those of you who read Harry Potter and how people move between the pictures, I often feel like Zoom chats are like Harry Potter in real life, you know? People can move in their paintings. Well, we have Zoom rooms where we move in our cameras. Yes, where can we see them, Sue? We need to see those cute little things. Okay, so this time around I'm going to put the glue on my paper. Put it on the edge. And I can't talk and line things up at the same time, apparently. Now I'm going to glue the paper. Yes, that's very true, Oriana. That yeah, we used to watch Beyond 2000 when I was a kid. It was a TV program, and all sorts of things like CDs and so on were like what were coming in the future, and CDs have come and gone. Basically, we're now on what, MP3, MP4. I don't know what number MP whatever players we are on. So yes, life is indeed quite crazy. I'm sure one day that will happen, where we will be able to pass things to each other through the screen. I do think it is all a bit crazy. Right, let's get this. I want the title so that it doesn't disappear into the bend. It's the nice thing about rice paper is it's not as thick as scrapbooking paper, so it manages the hinges and thing, you know, sort of like going over joins like this really well. And I stuck that spectacularly skew. Let's see if I can get it straighter. Right, that's maybe a bit better. Nope, don't stick to yourself. Don't, but you need to stick to the paper, please, and stick straight. Oh, my soul. There we go. Hi, Moira. It's a year since you've watched our live videos. Yeah, it really is. That's how fast time has gone. It really has gone. In many ways, I feel like it has gone faster than a year, and in other ways, I feel like it's forever. You know, I've kind of had enough of this lockdown story, because every time we think we're coming out of lockdown here in Germany, they extend it. So we have, yeah, they were trying to have a complete lockdown here where for for Thursday, Friday, today, tomorrow, and Monday, because we have public holiday Friday and Monday as well. I know not every country has that. And they were trying to have like a hard lockdown and a curfew. So we have the curfew in place. Here, so we have a curfew. We have to be home between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. And so they're trying to stop, obviously, people partying and visiting too much. And so, right, I need a piece of roller towel just to dry my brush. Oriana would be using flu powder to avoid traffic. You know, I think that Harry Potter has created words for us that we all use, for those of us who read it. Yes, like normal. It's like normal part of our language. Yes, and we would be able to use broomsticks and visit each other. Can you imagine? We can't manage the nonsense we get up to on our roads. Can you imagine us now trying to zoom around in the air? I've often watched these, I don't know, TV shows or movies or something where you know, they have aircraft in the sky and there's a semblance of order. So I'm now using Terra, which is Earth, KAL 40, because I just want to continue this sort of, they've got some wood grain going on here on the floor. And so I want to have the wood grain continue a little bit. And that is a bit dark. So we'll go for some cappuccino. Oh, I've lost my chat. Where's my chat gone? I lost my chat. My chat is completely gone. It was there. Did I bump? Oh, I closed my drawer and my mouse. Whoops. No, we don't want to end broadcast. I closed my drawer and my mouse was in my drawer. And it switched off my chat. You see, it's a wireless mouse. I mean, there already we have technology that is quite amazing. A wireless mouse. Okay, that's far too much paint there. That's a better color. This wood that they've got in the picture is quite yellowish. I'm not being too pedantic. I just want perhaps a little bit of a lighter color. Do I have a lighter color? No, I think that is my lightest color. Okay, wash my brush. Back into the Future is already past. Yes, where are the hoverboards, Christiana? Where are the hoverboards? Yes, we have a curfew from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. It's the whole country. Christiana is up north from me. Hey, Carrie. Ivory. Yes, Christiana, I have a whole, you know, you think you're so organized. I have a whole tray of paints on my desk, but not the one I want. So I have got some white here. And ivory is on the floor. Oh, there we go. Ivory. This is the new packaging. I love it because you get to see the color a whole lot more. So this is the old packaging and that's the new packaging, just for those of you who might be interested. So I think, yes, I'm going to open it and I'm going to, I need a scrap piece of paper. Here we go. Just any old scrap will do. And put a bit of paint on there. And now I'm going to dry brush. So I had an incident with a student once in South Africa where I told her to dry brush something. She had asked a question. She said, what must she do next? I said, well, dry brush. So she took a dry brush out of her jar, promptly wet it, and didn't understand why she didn't get the look she wanted. And when I looked at her, I said, I told you to use a dry brush. She said, the brush was dry. I said, yes, when you started, but what I mean by a dry brush, I then had to explain, was that it means you put the paint on and then you actually take most of it off again to be able to get that effect. And I will hold my page up to the camera because I know I've got it on super wide angle so that you can see everything, because otherwise you couldn't see the top and bottom of my thing. So there we go. Now I have a bit more of a wood look, and I'm going to just grab a little bit more because here where the paper was, it's a lot lighter, so I want to try and integrate it. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm just dragging my brush to kind of give a wood look. There we go, done. And then it would help if my very empty glue was closed for now. Perfect. Right, now I need to see if I can do some amputation and some surgery on my lady sitting on her box to see if I can get her. Now I've lost her again. Oh my word, there she is. To see if I can get this arm to go forwards and to get her to look like she is holding a paintbrush rather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, I'll hold this up closer to the camera and cut down there, and I'm going to cut along her sleeve and her to her elbow, and I'm going to cut along her frilly cuff over there and along here. How much more do I need to go? There we go. Okay, so I want her arm forward. So I want her sitting here, and I want her arm like she is reaching. So we need to get rid of this other hand. So she's just going to only use one hand. And we're going to get rid of the spyglass. So that she can hold paintbrush. So now, Sue, would be a good time to send me one of those paintbrushes you were talking about, except if they're 3D, that wouldn't work, because I actually work quite flat in my art journal. I don't work too raised. You sent me to a group on Facebook. Thanks, Sue. Okay, so I don't need those little bits. Let's see what I can do here. Right. So now that looks a bit weird. Let's just see if we can. Okay. Right. So we have a little bit more blue that I can put behind there, maybe like so. Stick that on there so it looks like she is reaching forward. Okay, but I also have the second sleeve under there. That's also what's looking a bit odd. So we want just one hand. That's better. So one hand. There, we have reconstructed her so that she has... Yes, you're a bit late for surgery. Yeah, Captain Hook has just become... yes, not just fussy cutting today. Today we're doing surgery because I'm turning her into an artist, Nuneka. That is the idea. I didn't want her hands up because that just looked odd with her. I wanted her to be painting. So now we're going to reconstruct this lot and put that on one side to dry while I decide how the background here is going to continue. So I think I'm going to have the blue bit on top, and that works a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so let's get some glue at the back here. Come, glue. I know you're in there. And there we go. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back of her cuff. Whoops. And we're going to there we go. So now we have a lady vagabond with a straight arm. I just need to take some of the excess glue off the back here before it glues itself to my desk. And right, so now we're going to have Lady Vagabond reaching for the cloth, sitting over here, reaching like she's about to start painting. And it does look a little bit fuzzy. I'm not winning with my camera today. So now she's going to be painting. Right. And maybe I will give her, this looks a bit big. I'm just looking to see what else there is that we can use from this lot. Maybe we can cut out some of those paintbrushes. Yes, Cindy, maybe you get lucky for your birthday. Wouldn't that be awesome? So yeah, we've decided we will give everybody a chance for the whole week to be able to comment under all the videos, because it takes a little while sometimes for the videos to show up again after we've been live. And because you need to comment in the comment section, not just here in the chat. So that's the whole deal, is that you have to comment in the comment section and say where you're from and put the hashtag Together We Are Stronger. Okay, so we have something else. Plastic heart. Let's cut out some of these brushes. Let's see, maybe this brush will work. How much time have I used? I've used half an hour already. How did that happen? Well, I guess the same way as a year went by really quickly. And that's how we find ourselves at the anniversary. So after me is Anja. We've already had Peculiaris, who is Nama, and Christiana, who is Fraulina. And they started off as people in our chat, and now they are part of the crew. Isn't that just awesome? So if anybody else out there would like to be brave, like we've inveigled David and a few others to join us, you know, I think that's a bit big. Let's see, how does that look? Is that paintbrush big enough? That's really big paintbrush, but that'll work. I'm just having fun reconstructing. Hi, Karen. Karen is on, I can't remember the whole list. So after me is Anja. Then I know Karen and Tiffany, and then it's Olga. I don't know if I've forgotten somebody. So this is the same as the rice paper, but the rice paper ends over here. And they've got some of these things over here. So I think I'm going to cut some of these out and add them behind here. So shall I cut them out, or what shall I do? Yeah, I think I'll cut them out. So, but I have put everybody who is participating in this hop, I have put all the links, and I'm not going to cut out that one because it's too obvious of a repeat of that one. I have put all the links underneath. I know some people have only put the person who is after them, but I have put the full list. And then people, we are also hopping tomorrow. I haven't put that list in because people were still sorting themselves out, but once that schedule is sorted out, I will add it to my description box as well. Thanks, Sue. It's Anja, Karen, Tiffany, Olga, and lastly Nelly and Nicole. That's right. So we are hopping tomorrow as well. We have Mirka from Liebe here in Berlin, and we have a whole lot of others. And I don't know, I had to go and cook supper while Addie, Nunu, and Miguel were finishing off. So I don't know if they've decided if they're going on tomorrow or if they're just going to finish and record and post a finished picture or a finished video at some stage. If anybody listened to that, if you can put that in the chat. So, right, we have a few more things that can come over here. I wonder, no, I can't turn them on their head. Okay, so we've got those, and then we've got those. I wonder if I should have her painting. I know. Let's have her painting. You don't have time to edit videos. Hey, you're going to do it tomorrow. Ah, thanks, Nunu. Yeah, I was busy with dinner at that stage, and when I came back to you guys, you were done. Oh, right. Okay, so let's have her painting that picture, and then I will have this is the pleasure of having pieces that fit. So let me see if I can get ha. I will pinch some of this frame and make it work. We are on full province lockdown. Wow. Okay. I know it's been quite hectic for a lot of people. Because my mom was like, why are you guys hopping on the public, holiday weekend? Won't everybody be away? I said, Mom, most people can't leave home. It's just not advisable. Okay, so I can match that, and then I can cut that out and then stick it on the top. Right. So I'm just mixing and matching the rice paper and the scrapbook paper from the new line by Sarah Alcabendes from Stamperia. And it just appeals to me because, of course, I'm an artist and it has all these arty things in, and I figured I would make Lady Vagabond into an artist. And right, so there we go. Ha ha ha. Now I've lost those pieces. Oh my soul. Here they are right in front of me. So we'll have that behind there like that. And then we can have that like that. That works. Nothing like playing around with different layers from different things. So we'll have those there. Right, now I need to make up my messy background. And I'm going to darken this edge because it's not standing out from my paper enough. So I just am using some dark ink. Yes, thank goodness hairdressers opened recently, Lullaby. I was really beginning to feel like I might take the scissors to my own hair. Yeah, this third wave, as they're calling it, I don't think we came out of the first one, to be honest. I am most grateful that my mother has had both of her injections. I don't know when I will get mine. I am a long way down the list. That looks better. That stands out a whole lot better. So, yes, that's why we continue with these Facebook lives, YouTube lives, all these lives for you guys. Right, there's nothing more I want to take out of here for now. I'm just going to put these down here. Now I need to paint in this background, and I have 25 minutes left to mishmash, make up the rest of this mess that they had going on. And I have, so they've got a lot of splatters and things going on, and I've got this lovely stamp set which belongs to the same art line. And oh yay, Farlina, your mother got hers. Well, she hasn't got her inoculation, but she can book it. Yes, Lullaby has gone. Shall we just say it's a summer cut? I will leave it at that. Lullaby has gone for a summer cut, so have I. Right, I'm going to just have those at the ready because I'm going to use some Avorio to match that up, and I'm going to splish splash some other colors. I don't want it too busy where she is, but I do want the colors to kind of blend. And I also have the liquid acrylics, which I can add to this and dip in and out of. So here I have the aquamarine, which is very much like that color there. And somewhere here I have my little palette. You see, this is why I needed the wider angle so that you guys could actually see my full table of all the crazy. Oh, paint on the floor, but then it is an artist studio. Okay, so mix and match and blend and smush and make it all join together. So I'm not going to go too perfect there. And then I want to balance it, and I'm going to put some of that on that side. Oh dear, Cindy. Yeah. We're not. And every country is different in how they are managing the rollout of the inoculations. My mother is in her 80s. She turns 82 this year, so I'm very grateful that she managed to get one. Okay, so let's put these things that I have very carefully fussy cut on one side so that I don't lose it. She lives in the other half of the house, yes. Right, so we have that. Now I want some biscotto because there's lots of other things going on here. Let's put the lid back on my, and then I wonder why it doesn't want to come out. You see, it's bad. You know, they say a bad workman blames their tools, but in my case, it is completely my fault for not putting the lid on, so it wouldn't work if it wanted to. Okay, so we're going to continue to use the scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to use some water, and I'm going to spread that out, and I'm going to use what's on my brush and just mess about over here, because I'm going to have this basket over here, and I think I'll take some of the green down here because that will make a nice muddy color. And we'll take it across here because I need to somehow integrate this side. And I think my light is a bit bright, so I'm going to turn it off and see if that helps. Yes, I think you can see the colors a bit better. So I am mishmashing the aqua and the brown to kind of, because this is where Lady Vagabond is going to sit and paint her masterpiece. And right, let's get some of these stamps out. And going to put, let's see, we will put, what color? I'm looking for a color that goes, now you see I've got this whole screen and I'm now off screen. I like turquoise. I'm going to put some turquoise here. Now when you use paint on your stamps, you have to remember to clean your stamps straight away because paint will dry permanent. So I'm going to use this as a ink pad. And stamp. Splish splash. Because what I'm trying to do is recreate the feeling that Stamperia created with their background here, so that you don't see that I have not used all the same paper. Then I'm going to do a second impression, and so on, so that I'm using what is left on my stamp. There we go. And I think I need perhaps a little bit of this. Yes, that'll work nicely. Let's incorporate some of these splashes. Lady Vagabond is a very messy artist and she has paint all over her walls. And let's get some up here. There we go, because it's always good to repeat stuff. And let's get some of this turquoise. Oh, it dries so fast. On the floor. Let's have some mess on the floor. That's perfect. Now you see, a lot of you do these splatters with paintbrushes, you know, the split splat. And I can't do that. No. If I had to do splatters, well, it'll be up there on my camera and you wouldn't be able to see anything because there will be more paint on everything else except what I want to paint on. So, being a good girl, unlike just now leaving my glue open, I am looking after my tools and giving them a good clean. There we go. Right, I have 15 minutes left. I'm just got to blow dry a few places where it is still rather wet. But now I'm going to hold this up just so that you can see my background that now looks like the paper background. So I've integrated my rice paper into my journal page because it was just one A4 paper that I split in 3 places. But where it is very wet, I'm just going to give it a quick dry. And over here, because where I used the liquid acrylic, it diluted the Allegro quite a lot. And I just wanted to dry a little. And there's still some down here. So I hope Anja is ready because she is next in this hop that we are doing. I'm not too worried about that spot there because I will be putting the pictures there. Right, I'm going to leave that be because I'm not going to be working up there for a while. And I like that color and what it's doing, but I don't want to have you watching paint dry literally for too long. So, okay, we have our reconstructed Lady Vagabond who is going to be painting her picture over there. I wonder if she should have, no, you see, this, that's upside down. That's too big. That's way too big. Okay, let's go and play in this corner where we are reconstructing using leftovers from my actual paper. You can see it is slightly different. So let me hold this up close because we're on super wide angle today. So this is from the scrapbooking paper. And this is from the rice paper. They are same, but different. Okay. And I am using my leftovers because I want to bring this out. And I am, yeah, so I want them kind of, maybe they need to be leaning straight. There we go. Okay. So let's see if we can resurrect my glue. Shrinky. Yes, I have got, the problem is though, Lalavi, if I stamp the paintbrushes and shrink them, they'll get thick. So that's too thick for my book. I work very flat in my art journals. I like my pages to stay as flat as possible. So I don't work very thick in mine. Just making sure that his nose is free. Good. Right. What I'm going to do is glue this bit here and that bit there to start with. And no, stay still. Come back. Behave. Don't you know who's boss? You know I will win, so I don't know why you try and misbehave. Because I will win. Because I always do. Right, I want that loose for now so that I can place this where I want it. There we go, like that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Karen. I am just really having fun showing you how you can mix and match and play and rearrange, and because that is the joy of Stamperia's stuff, is that their colors, they have a set of colors that they use and they work across the board. So, right. Let's have Lady Vagabond's picture over there. She is painting this. It looks a bit like a Greek scene to me with those blue windows, or maybe somewhere in Provence. So I will put her picture on the easel there. And yeah, she's got this massive brush. Now, I mean, I have big brushes, which of course I don't have near me. They're in my art thing. Actually, I do. Check this one out from Stamperia. Check the size of this one. It's delicious. So yes, she could well have a brush this size in her hand. Right, now I need to place her so that she looks like she is painting. Okay, so okay, and of course I've got a great big splish splash over there where I don't want it, so I'm just going to soften that with a little bit of my base color on my finger, because you know there's nothing like finger painting. I don't want it to go completely, but I just don't want to lose too much of the detail in her hat and in her hair. So I'm just softening that. You know, fingers were made before brushes. So thanks, Annelise. I really am. I'm having fun. And that's what all of these are about. It's about us having fun. And so I also need her to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to use a little bit of dark in there. And I definitely need, okay, so she's going to sit, her box can't be suspended. She's going to sit in front of her easel like so. And she needs a little bit of shadowing. So let's just pop that in the water before I spill it. Get that out of the way. It's the push back and clear time, people. You know it well. I'm sure you all do it at home. Now I want a little bit of Terra de Ombre, but that one looks like a light one. I want the dark one. Let's have, oh, what is this? That looks a little red. No, I want that. Okay, so we will just take on our Make Do palette, and I have 8 minutes left. I'm just going to make a little bit of a shadow color because she's quite dark against the dark, and on camera she's standing out quite nicely, but I think I'm just going to see if I can put a little bit of shadow underneath her to make her. So I'm just mixing a little bit of the brown and the black because I think the black on its own would be too much, and we go back to wanting that dry brush. And sorry, I'm turning it so that it's at an easier angle for me because I want the shadow over there. That looks better. And then we want a little bit there. Much better. Much better. And then while I've got it out, I'm going to put some shadowing underneath there. That is too much paint on my brush. What color did I use for this originally? Let's go back to some cappuccino. Whoops, that's a lot of cappuccino. Pity I can't drink it. Fingers to the rescue. Right, we have some shadows under there, some shadows under there, some shadows from there. Perfect. Fingers to the rescue again. Shadow over there. Right. Okie dokie. Let's make some shadows under her arm. And commit. Now what have I done with my glue? Here it is. Hello, Elaine. Katerina. Oh, thanks, Katerina. I've had lots of fun just playing with paper and paint and doing some minor surgery on my lady to turn her from looking through her spyglass into an artist. So there we go. And put the paintbrush in her hand like so. It's a really, really big paintbrush without any paint on actually. So I think we need, let's see, do I have some of this blue? I do. Let's get some blue paint on here on her paintbrush so that it looks like she is painting something. Yes, it's better with some paint on. And then maybe we will have, where those stamps that I've very carefully cleaned, we will have a few blue splats. Hi, Teri. We will have a few of that blue down at the bottom over there because that's what the color is that she's working with. So we have Lady Vagabond with a giant brush. And there is some paint on the floor. And Lady Vagabond just painted a picture for her airship. And we are done. Where's my wet wipe so I can clean my stamp again? Oh, thanks, Norma. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to come back after the video goes live on YouTube and comment where you're from. and put the Together We're Stronger. So there we go. There's the redo of this corner with the basket and all the paint splats that I added to join up the rice paper, and then Lady Vagabond. And I don't know. No, that's too big. It's not going in. Right. Head on over to Anja. I'm sure she is ready for you. And Jess is busy preparing for her project for tomorrow. So yes, there are more of us doing tomorrow. And oh, thanks, Peggy. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's just something different. And of course, I had to have Lady Vagabond in the art room. I've been dying to do that. Okay, people, thanks for joining me. It's been awesome having you for the last hour. Off you go to Anja. The link is below in my description box. Bye for now. Oh, we need the supervisor. Good idea. I will put him in. I will find a supervisor and put him in. Good idea.